I'm bullish. We're going to have better regulators under the Trump administration that are forward thinking, that are embracing this technology. We have a real opportunity to move legislation through the House, the Senate, and be signed into law. Elections have consequences. And so when we look at the regulatory side, President Biden put forward regulators that are really hostile to crypto, to blockchain.
Welcome into the blockchain basement, folks. We had a massive day yesterday in Washington, DC for my favorite project out there in the crypto space, Chainlink. And I'm here to break it down, what it means, and what I'm expecting out of price action over the course of this bull market. So without further ado, let's get into it. But make sure you are subscribed to the channel, folks. We are cooking with gasoline at 74,500 subscribers. And also make sure that you are following me on my Twitter account at DruthCrypto, where we always are sending that spicy goodness. Now, without further ado, quite a bit has happened on Capitol Hill over the last 24 hours that went undiscovered as everyone's sitting here toiling in their meme coin bags. That's right, folks. Meme coins are down bad. We have this Pump.Fund dropped out of the top 10 fee generating protocols just after Pump.Fund extracted $600 million from the Solana meme coin ecosystem in just a year's time and converted it all to fiat. That's super fun. Let's get so successful in meme coins that we literally destroy ourselves as exit liquidity. But the flock is fleeing. The migration of crypto natives are moving back into utility, and this is where the golden age of utility tokens is at the doorstep of. And we all saw it clear as day yesterday as Chainlink put this out today in Washington, DC, hosted an invite-only event with the U.S. government representatives to discuss how U.S. policy and blockchain tech can drive innovation in the financial system. The participants, Representative Brian Steele, a chair House Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Tech, and AI. Tyler Williams, we're going to find out a little bit more about Tyler Williams here in a second. Counselor of the Secretary of Treasury and Digital Assets, Christopher Clark, the Policy Director for the Digital Chamber, and of course, the GOAT, Sergey Nazarov, the co-founder of Chainlink. But as you saw at the beginning clip of this video, things are feeling bullish. The dark cloud of the Biden regime, the Gensler overscope, are gone. We have clear seas ahead of us, folks, and they're going to be putting the blockchain tech to work, and it looks like Chainlink is going to be one of the biggest winners out of this regulatory cloud being lifted. Now let's take a look at who Tyler Williams is. He's going to serve as a counselor, secretary, and advise digital assets and blockchain tech policy. And this is what from NICU with a couple great posts about what all of this means. Think what you want about Link, but when you're required to use it by law to know your customer and to meet the new regulations coming in, don't come asking me if it's too late. Tyler Williams is going to serve as the Counselor of Treasury, and he most recently was with a Galaxy Digital Global Head of Policy position. Prior to Galaxy, he owned and operated his own financial services firm in Washington, D.C., advising financial services companies and corporate leadership. Served as a senior advisor at FS Vector and was senior policy advisor for Governor Glenn Youngkin's campaign. So this guy has some serious connections to D.C., to the deep pockets, and they're getting linked in to the next section of finance as we see it. And now when we're really looking at the exhaustion that's coming from the meme coin sector, no one can really feel bad. Everyone was in the casino thinking they'd get rich overnight off $5 investments into microcaps, but instead Link is literally in Washington, D.C. with the United States Treasury advisor on policy. It's a wrap. None of this can happen without Chainlink, and you really got to be psyoped into thinking that this whole space was a scam. And this is the down bad feelings that a lot of people had because they were trying to gamble their life savings on these microcap meme coins. This is where people get wrecked, and they're still trying to gamble, saying that every single meme coin is going to come back and do its super cycle moment. I doubt it. And there are going to be some meme coins that return to their previous all-time highs or even more, but a vast majority of these things are truly dead as we see it right now. And there's something else very, very big coming in November of 2025. Let's have a look at what's coming. We have Swift Standards MX release 2025 goes live November 22nd of 2025. This marks an official activation of the blockchain compatible financial messaging, which includes oracles, smart contracts, pricing systems, and blockchain-based cash wallets, all areas where Chainlink is deeply integrated. Here's everything that's going down. ISO 20022 standards are fully implemented. We know that the hardcore start of it is coming up on March 10th of this year, just a few weeks away. This new messaging system officially will support blockchain-based finance. The Chainlink role in CCIP becomes active, active, smart contract automated pricing systems go live, and blockchain cash wallets become an option. This is the switch being flipped. This is what we've all been waiting for, and we've speculated on. Chainlink, XRP, XLM, who's going to be the winner here? It was pretty clear when Swift hooked up with Chainlink years back that it was the King Kugla. And the CCIP, it doesn't really need any particular chain to be the king. It makes money off of everyone, folks. This is BNB fees through CCIP, Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon, Avalanche. The list goes on. Base even. Chainlink is the King Kugla of price feed and data communication in crypto. It is the do-all, and essentially this is where I get so convicted into this project to be the much larger position that I have in this current alt season. But that does not mean that I'm married to Chainlink forever. It rather means that I'm in Chainlink heavily during alt season, going to be swapping that back into Bitcoin in due time. And let's have a look at the Bitcoin to Chainlink price feed. And I just wanted to show this because this chart is actually what was part of my reasoning for YOLOing in to Chainlink back when it was at about $5. So that was a time frame of September of 2023. And I had this fun little downward triangle drawn. And once I saw that we were about to break out and breaking above this downward triangle in the link to BTC pair, Chainlink was at $5. Bitcoin was at $30,000, and they have basically risen in tandem. Chainlink now coming in at $15 and Bitcoin right under $90,000. So honestly, I haven't missed out on much. Chainlink was outperforming to a good degree for some time there, but we've had a massive altcoin pullback and Chainlink was not immune to such a thing. But here's the fun part. So when I'm looking at this and this current structure of the market, this moment in time that we're at right now looks very, very similar to me to this time frame right here of September of 2023. A massive pump up, a reconsolidation, you get the higher low, and then cook on up to the north side from there. I am feeling very, very good about this graph. Thus why I actually, for the first time in a while, decided to just top off the Chainlink bags at around 14 bucks. Didn't seem like a bad move. Not nearly the type of move that I made back when Chainlink was $5, obviously, or even all the way back at the last bull market when Chainlink, God, I mean, it doesn't even have the data here, but it was $1.90 at the original buy points. And this is where the power of being in markets for multiple cycles can come into play. So with Chainlink looking like it is at a structure that a lot of people are capitulating from right now, makes me bullish. It makes me want to buy more. We are at $15 as of the time of this recording. And here are my levels of where I feel like YOLOing into should I see the price fall down to. It is the top end of this previous range that Chainlink was able to break out. And the bottom end of this buy zone that I have is at $12.30. The upper range coming in right at about $13 flat. So I have this highlighted just in case the price does fall down to that level. I shall be topping off more. And this, people ask me, how can you be possibly so convicted? Well, it comes with all of the data and all of the verification out of Swift, now Washington, DC, all these fireside chats with Sergi, and the integration of CCIP across the basically entire ecosystem of cryptocurrency. Crypto and price feeds would not work without Chainlink. So everyone must keep this in mind. And this is going to be me when Chainlink hits $1,000. This is Junko Suzuki, one of the best trolling accounts on the interwebs when it comes to Chainlink and being a Chainlink maxi. But what kind of price predictions are we looking at given the current bullish environment that we're discussing at the beginning of this video, with regulatory environments being more friendly to crypto, integration of ISO standards, CCIP going live in full, and potentially even the mass movement from Swift into using CCIP for its price feeds? Let's go look at what the market cap would need to do to make that happen. So I am expecting in general that we have the velocity to accomplish $100 billion market cap if things kind of move with par here at $102 billion market cap, with the increase in supply over the course of this year up to about 723 million Chainlink. That would bring the price to $141 a unit. But if we see the hyper bullish scenario, this is where the absolute chaos can happen. If we see the CCIP activation within Swift go down, they capture even a fraction of a percent of those Swift transactions. We see this regulatory environment roll out and an adoption of crypto into the larger financial system in a more tangible way. This is where the fun begins. We could get near $300 billion. Wouldn't even be that crazy of a thing to see for Chainlink given its amount of partnerships, which would bring the price of Chainlink to $434 a unit, or a 28x from where it currently sits. So this is where the weak give up and the brave prosper, folks. This is where legends are made. The pain, the disgust in the market right now, the capitulation all over X. This is the blood that I like buying, and the fear and greed index is right on up there. Let's have a look at the fear and greed index just to show you what I'm talking about. We are at a fear level that has not been seen in this entire entire run up. Look at this. So Ethereum fell down to about 35 when we fell to $49,000 per Bitcoin on the yen carry trade situation. This current situation we're in, even worse. People are more afraid of holding cryptocurrency, more afraid of the bull market being over right now than they were when we literally dropped to 49K per Bitcoin during the yen carry trade situation. This is a perfect time for me to be adding to my portfolio, which I am absolutely doing, and I hope that you are paying attention and doing your own research to make sure that you don't miss the boat as well. And now, where I'm putting all this on an Arculus cold storage device. That's right, folks. We have a link down in the description. Use code BASE10. Get yourself an Arculus cold storage wallet. Very easy cold storage to use. Keep your assets safe. Become your own bank. It's the way to do it. And if you are out there trading the upswing, which I think is to come, make sure to link in our description for BTCC to get the action while the getting is good. And I'll love and appreciate every single one of you out there. Share this message out there with all your scared friends that are just fleeing from crypto. Let them know they're going to be sad. Till next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.